alive. We're alive. It's time. Alright. That's all good. That's all good. Alright, we're ready. Alright, let's get this chapter done. Where to?
We're alive.
We are live. And I just realized I don't have my water bottle here, but that's fine. I think it's in the room. I'll be right back.
We're dead. We're dead. We're alive, but we're dead. Doom. 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 I'm making myself really. Alright. I'm gonna swap out of this. So apparently we want to go this way. I think this cutscene, I can't remember if it has voices, but you should watch it from memory.
Yeah, no voices.
Because it does introduce a character.
Minfilia, am I right?
It is.
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
That was short and sweet. Now what?
Talk to the lady and we'll go back to the Rising Stones.
Hit return then?
No, we don't have to. We're already here.
Oh, fine. Be like that.
I will then.
Chubby chubby.
Oh, make sure you eat something.
I've only got
Which
one.
reminds me, yeah, you were talking about getting some food when we logged on. We'll grab the next quest and then...
I ate something, but I'm guessing I'm watching.
Yes, it's voiced.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
Oh, I like a good cuddle.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit.
Oh God, they're speaking Shakespearean.
Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was
Yeah,
but to impress
Oriange
upon thee
does.
the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, you need to.
We'll take a quick side trip to Uldar. And get you some more food. Give me 2 seconds and I will teleport us there. There you are. Okay, we want to take the Ethernet to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, which is in the second section. And we want to go over and talk to the Pot Watch. And you are going to
What's the best one?
I'm just taking a look. Probably either the boiled egg or the raisins.
Yeah, so which one?
Why not get 10 of each? You can kind of go between them.
Now, how do I buy it?
you just click on them. Like, click on the like where it says raisins. Yeah.
Apparently I had raisins and I didn't realize.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
So you should be set for a while.
Yep.
Alright. In that case, now let's head to Snowcloak. Oh, actually, before we do that, I need to sell. Do I have stuff I need to sell? Yes, I do. Because those are of no use. Right. Snowcloak. There we go. Alright. I think we are, and I will just double check, but I think we are about to jump straight into a big boss fight.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything I need
We'll
to...
see how we go in terms of... Yeah, when we do it, just try and stick close to me. There's going to be a lot of like AoEs where there'll be big circles on the ground and you'll have to time running out of them and all that jazz. But yeah, if you just keep an eye on me.
Okay, wrong button.
Yeah, we are about to go into the fight against Shiva.
Alright, so we want to click on F.
Talk to Alf. Yep. Speak to Alfie.
Magic.
Magic. That's ready. But yeah, basically we're just trying to use their magic to be able to follow. Ice Heart, so we can go and take her down.
Man, I'm hot.
Well, you must be considering what you're wearing. If you can run around in the snow in that.
I'm sweating my ass up here. Oh, wait.
Well, with 2 computers going. Alright.
Hard mode now active.
ACAF. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to Astro. Ooh, I'm going to not do that actually. I'm going. There we go. Alright. Now I'll see what the wait time is like, but if it's a bit long, I'll do a search for party. 6 minutes. Usually this trial, because it's a bit lower, tends to have like a lot of people available for it, so we shouldn't have to wait too long. Oh, there we go. Did you hit the commence button?
Apparently we're still waiting for someone.
Yeah, the tank. We're waiting on a tank. This is an 8-person raid. Bugger. Someone left. Oh, there we go again. Here we go.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith.
Oh lord, they both got
No
MC
matter.
up. That's
If
not
it is
helpful.
our fate to be at
I'm watching the
odds,
cutscene.
then it is mine to
Yep.
strike you down.
They already started.
We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Okay.
Just try and stick close to me and that's like it. Okay, come into the middle. Oh, no. Come over here. Sorry, that was my bad. Alright, see these smaller enemies? Target them and attack them instead.
I'm under attack.
Okay, so far. And this is where it's going to get slightly tougher. Although they probably take advantage of it. Alright, stay in the middle. And now run to the other side. Nicely done. Well done. That's nice.
What's nice?
Some of the players said they hope you enjoy the main story quest.
Did you tell them that I'm new?
No, but generally speaking, if someone's watching the cutscenes, they're usually new. And this one's cheering for you.
How do I thank him?
So you're currently on the novice network again, so if you change, go down to the speech bubble and change that to party.
Did that, didn't work.
You can just type, just type TI. There you go. Alright.
Do I just hit the exit?
Yep.
Who's that Pokemon?
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you. following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of Light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift. Hear, feel, think.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
How unfortunate. Ding.
Nice done.
What's an MSQ?
Ice Heart.
What is MSQ?
Story quest. Main story quest.
Okay.
So yeah, we're really not far off of
Not voiced.
Okay, I think we can skip this one. And now we're going to go to Hushfont.
Do I fast travel, return, or we?
Where are you? You're out here. Yeah, we can just teleport. We won't use the return button because that's not where we're going. But
Well, that's what I asked you.
Teleport. It's technically just up the road, but it's faster to... I went the wrong side.
Also not voiced. Alright, skip. Skip, yes.
Yeah, you can skip this. speak with the house for Tom's God over here.
Oh, this might be voice, which is funny. Because the main thing inside the building was not.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second in command will speak for me.
It's so posh. Lesbian.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies.
Yep, definitely a carpet-licking lesbian.
Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of
Lucia the
Ishgard
lesbian.
and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Ba-dum.
Yeah, admittedly, one of the things that does kind of annoy me is that a lot of the time the writing can be so over the top obtuse that it becomes like properly difficult even when it's spoken out loud. It's like this is all very political and I still can't follow what they're saying. Alright, hit the return button. We're going back to the Rising Stones.
How fucking dare you?
Seems to be running a bit faster than it did yesterday.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I'm most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once. Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
I shudder to think how they're all connected.
So some of the stuff they're talking about is stuff that happened in the first iteration of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
What?
So do you remember yesterday when we played, there was a woman that we captured?
Mm-hmm.
Or helped to capture? Yeah, who's probably the traitor. She just escaped.
So 2 traitors. Because how did she escape?
Alright, where are we going? Blue fog. Alright, let's go.
What is the temperature in here? Fuck, it's climbing quick. I'm gonna have to turn the AC on in here a lot earlier when I'm going to get this room cooler than this. So I got it to 25 and it's already climbing. It's already like right at my desk area. It's already at 31.
Ouch. If you need to cut the stream short.
No, it's fine. It just means I have to be prepared. I'd like to try and turn the AC a little bit more in the future, maybe move it out a bit further and turn it a bit more, because if I have it facing more towards the machines, it's going to be blowing on it and cooling it better. I think it's because it's hitting the wall and it's kind of being sporadically pushed somewhere, like under the door.
Yeah.
I don't have a door thing stopper either, so maybe I should buy one of them. That would probably help. I put a door stopper sort of thing. Anyway, alright, where are you? Oh, you're there. I'm not sure what you're doing.
Is she on the other? Oh, over here. Other side of the wall. I think I have to disband the team for this, because I think this is a solo thing. Now, from memory, this is a bit of a tricky battle, so if you have trouble with it, I can always come up and help. Because it's not just you, you also have to keep Wilbert alive.
Who's that?
The guy in blue. Oh, my God.
They're all in blue.
So, all the guys, dark skin, white hair. From memory, the best thing to do is kind of focus on any machines.
Shush. Well, this is not fair. They keep bringing more guards.
I might have to do this again. Yep, I failed. Bloody hell. Right, let me try that again as well. Come on.
Did I fail it or did I pass it? I passed it.
No, it looks like you failed.
Oh, did I? You're right, I did.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll just go very easy. Solved. Let me blow my nose. I don't like that they just keep bringing soldiers out of fucking nowhere. That's just dumb. Either have the soldiers there or don't. When they magically appear new soldiers out of nowhere, that's what pisses me off.
Oh my god, this thing keeps targeting enemies that are nowhere near me. Okay, done. You want to focus on the two big robots that have shown up. You haven't got anyone targeted.
Yeah, I know. It's doing stupid shit. It's untargeting them.
Or possibly you're just killing them. You can hit tab to just target the nearest
I
person
do!
to you.
And that's where I'm going wrong! I hit it and then it fucking changes it! Now fucking what? This is on easy mode. How is there more?
Yeah, like I said, this is a really tough one. Don't worry about her. I think you've got one more robot in the back. Yeah, top right hand side of your screen, you can see it.
I didn't need to kill that big robot though.
There you go. Nicely done.
Blah blah blah.
I have heard truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Let's hit the return button.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say. Together with Robon, Aline lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled. My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white aurosite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to aurosite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Asian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Asian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Asians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that you will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had two pieces of white aurosite? One to trap the Asian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the aurosite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Charlian motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the one true God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
There we go.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was
God, I
suspected
forgot
that
how
they
many
had
bloody
received help.
cutscenes.
To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the Media Project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Huh, triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or Monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, why you must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monetarist scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! One day I will purge this land of your sickness! Before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Uldar whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the immortal flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldar's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monitorists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the immortal flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Uldar.
The true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monitorists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Uldar to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Rauban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Uldar.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monitorists shall cease to be. Uldar will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Rauban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
That took forever. Long videos.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, basically the long and the short of it is that the Queen of Uldar is stepping down in an attempt to
Make a government.
I can't really remember what this bit is about. I think they're looking at like missing supplies or something. We're not far off of unlocking the next dungeon. You alright?
Yeah, just warm. One moment.
Or maybe look at...
I close the curtains. Hopefully that will help.
I think part of it though is that there used to be more like gameplay in between the cutscenes, because like I said, they ended up taking a huge amount of stuff out to kind of streamline it.
I like the area.
Yeah, it's very cool. All right. Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button again. Come on. A little bit outside of the tunnel. This way.
Which way? Oh, I've lost you. I'm sorry. You just vanished from my screen.
Sorry. I'm over here.
I just can't click on this thing. No, there we go. I did it.
suspicious things are afoot.
What isn't suspicious? That is the question. Ignore that.
Ilbert, what have you done?
Mm-hmm.
How curious that our black market mercantile person that we were looking for has wound up dead.
He's a bad guy.
Alright, and now we're giving the things to Yahase in Uldar. Where are we going? Ether. Right, we want to go to... probably the Weavers Guild? Cool. This way.
Run, Forrest, run! That's interesting. And what is interesting?
So the weapons that we've delivered are apparently not all of the weapons, or at least not all of the ones they were expecting. Something strange is afoot.
I love that you're acting like, oh, I have no idea what's going on or what's happened, when you fucking have done this before.
This way. I was just about to say, did we have lunch?
No.
So I was like, why am I getting hungry?
Because I had breakfast around lunchtime.
Yeah, nothing really new there. Basically, something suspicious is happening. Alright, hit the return button.
You sure?
Yep. Oh, here we go.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard-Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard-Zorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept? We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Done. You can probably skip that. They're basically just going to be rehashing what you just saw. Alright, hop on your horsey, or your chocobo, or your cat. Okay, so see that big tower with wings in the distance?
I think so.
Yeah, that's where we're going next. You can skip this. It's just unlocking the dungeon, I think. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna duck to the bathroom. Do you want me to bring you up anything?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. I'll be back, and then we'll tackle this dungeon.
Oh, fuck, that was close. Since I closed the curtains, it's a little better. It's not getting hot as quick.
Hmm.
That I held off doing outside. It's 31 degrees out there.
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
At least it's cooler for you where you are now.
Mm. You ready to tackle this dungeon?
Anyway,
Anyway,
yes.
Alright. Here we go. It says 5 minutes, so it won't take too long. I think from memory, this is another one that they've simplified slightly, but it's still going to be a bit tricky. So, if in doubt, just stick close to me.
You right there? I can hear you munching.
Probably because they're a bit stale, but oh well. They've tied me over, as they say. In the meantime,
Speaking...
if you want to jump on your... Yeah? Go on. If we head back to town quickly...
I'm just meeting up, guys, so it's on purpose. Not unmuted. Something has happened. What has happened? Oh, there we go. I'm unmuted. Cool. Alright, what are we doing?
Alright, speak to the woman in the middle and click on Tomestones of Poetics DOM.
And?
It should be the second option. Yeah.
And? What am I doing?
And just taking a look at your screen to see if any of them are better than what you've got. Hover over the third option down. Oh, you've already got that one. Take a look at the top one. Yeah, grab that. Buy that.
It's only barely better. It's only +1 and +2.
Yeah, but
I don't think it's worth it.
alright, if you don't want it.
All of these are only like +1 point and +2 point. Why is it worth getting?
Every little bit counts.
But +1 there and +2 over there? Really?
Well, if you want to hold off, we can do. Special arms. If you... Oh, I don't think you've got enough.
This is why I don't think you should waste it for 1 point and 2 points. It's not worth wasting it. Currency. Better to save it. Use it for something that is, improved.
Alright. Oh, they don't even sell Red Mage gear here anyway, so that's not helpful. Okay. They do have the Tidal Wave Rapier and the Shiva's Rapier. So there is some stuff there, but we'd need to do the extreme trials. Alright, this is taking a little while. If it gets up to 7 minutes, I'll cancel it and put it in the party finder.
I'm coming for you.
It's a little creepy. In the meantime, we could do a fate.
Well, we're not doing one in a row, so why not?
Your level. There'll be a yellow thing on the side that says level sync. Just click that. Taking a little longer than normal. I'll give it another minute, but then I'll
I keep getting interrupted. It's happening continuously. It's very annoying.
Because the enemy dies, or
No, it happens before then.
you might be moving.
Nope. This is a weird exclamation point. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, so these are like they're like mini dungeons. Honestly, no one really does.
Oh,
them
I have a
that
tick here. I might as well take that off.
So you do.
See, this is why I just like accept shit as I do with things around. You never know. Might as well skip this thing too. Alright. And then there's a Chocobo guy here. Let's do him. Oh, I don't.
That's just to get the That's just to be able to
Yeah, no.
get a bus taxi service. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna withdraw this and do a search. Keep it for lake. SQ. Execute on vault.
Who's that Pokemon?
What the? Annoyingly, it's one of those ones that I don't think I could do myself. Like, if I was level 70, like 3 or 74, I would. What level is my Dark Knight's on 69? I mean, I could give it a go, but God, people do not want to help us out today. Which is annoying, considering how quickly the last one came in.
Just did it again.
Did what?
Interrupted. Interrupted again.
You. Okay, I don't know why that time. The time before it said you didn't have line of sight. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at...
Isn't there a cross realm thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. But no one's biting, which sometimes happens. It looks like, honestly, part of the reason why I think things are loading a bit quicker is that I don't think there are actually many people on at the moment.
Which is funny because I had a massive wait time.
Right. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. If that doesn't work, I will switch to Dark Knight and see if we can try doing it solo. Come on, Final Fantasy 14 players, wherefore art thou?
Ooh, big beast.
Hmm. Let me give it a go.
Sit, boo boo, sit. Good done.
Nice.
Okay, something's wrong. I turned that off. No, I turned you off.
Right, I'm gonna end this. End the party recruitment. I'll invite you.
Yep.
And instead, I'm gonna try. I'll try with Dark Knight because I'll be able to draw the enemy's ire, as it were. Alright, let's give this a go.
I think my game just fucked up majorly. Yep. I might need to shut down the game and reboot it.
Okay.
Hold on. Give me a moment. It's still, it's constantly flicking in and out. Yep. Yeah, no. I have to force quit the game. Yay! Fucking Final Fantasy, get your act together.
You've been looking for someone who brings you breakfast in bed and doesn't mess with your head. No, but you don't answer to no one. Yeah, 'cause you got way too many scars from people tearing you apart. No, you think I let you down, break your heart and play around, but that's not me. No, I will love you right back, and come and hold you whenever you're sad. Yeah, I know you don't wanna get hurt, but you'll have to take my word that I will love you right back, love you right back. You don't wanna be left out. You wanna feel something real with someone who knows what you need. But I know that these days it ain't always easy to get what you're looking for. Yeah. You think I let you down, break your heart and play around, but that's not me. No, I will love you right back, and come and hold you whenever you're sad. Yeah, I know you don't wanna get hurt, but you'll have to take my word that I will love you right back, love you right back. about you whenever you're sad. Yeah, I know you don't.
$14 in queue. This is my point. I've got a long time to wait, where yesterday we barely waited at all.
Who's that Pokemon?
And you're back in. Alright, let's try this again.
Just back in a wait for like a couple of minutes.
Alright. Although... Alright, tell me when you're ready. I'll try the party finder one more time, just because...
Oh, Chocolate's in party phone.
It's just weird, it wouldn't normally take this long for this, a dungeon of this level. Yeah, nah. I'm just gonna do it. See if we can do it unrestricted. Switch over to Dark Knight.
Any buffs or anything I can do?
Now. Not at the moment. See, this is one of these things of when you get a couple levels higher, it will be much easier to do these because you'll be able to heal.
It's not my fault. I'm not leveling up. I'm getting no experience.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying.
It's so dumb.
I'm not saying it's your fault or anything.
No, it's just like it's dumb. There's no experience in gathering.
Alright, let's give this a go. That's not what I wanted to do.
Alright, so is there anything I need to know before we start?
Yeah, stay out of the orange circles. And try to do as much damage as possible. I'll keep an eye on your screen so that when your gauge fills, if you haven't spotted it, I'll let you know. Other than that, if you find yourself being targeted by anything, just yell out and I'll grab it. Alright. So far, so good.
Just don't push.
Yeah, I'm only gonna get a couple at a time. Wrong button. Alright. Oh, treasure chest over here. Now, I'm not too worried about the mobs. I'm more worried about when we get to the bosses.
My Discord just played up.
Oh, good. Here we go, first boss. Now, this boss...
Are you still talking? Crispy? Yeah, so my Discord just crashed. Alright. I had to reboot my Discord. Hopefully it's back up. You there? Hello? Crispy.
Yeah, I'm there.
I'm dead.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, you are.
I'm sorry, I was trying to
Sorry,
focus on multiple things and I just couldn't.
Sorry, I didn't realize. If you'd
I wasn't talking because Discord was crashing. I told you that. And then you ran in and I couldn't restart my Discord. And then thankfully Discord restarted itself. But by the time I did that, it restarted itself. I was already dead. So for that whole battle, I couldn't hear a single thing you were saying.
Oh, sorry.
At all. Nothing. From the moment you walked into that circle, I was fucked because I couldn't hear anything. I warned you, my Discord was playing up.
Oh. If you want to hit the button to revive and go back.
Why, are you dead?
No, but I can't resurrect you. I don't have that ability. The boss is down, so hopefully that means we should be alright to go through this by ourselves. It will take a little longer, but this way. Is it on here? And up we go. Okay, so this bit, see the big iron giant that's in the field thing?
Yeah.
That's gonna start shooting lasers around. I won't necessarily be able to attract its attention until the field it's down, so you've kind of got to be careful.
So... okay, I was down the stairs and... Alright, that's... Seems legitly fair. Come on!
Right.
Oh.
Move. Nice. One more to go. And there's another treasure chest. Alright. And it's the same case over here. It will kind of randomly shoot, so... taken care of.
Who's that Pokemon?
I have no idea what you just said. Sorry, I've got multiple sounds all happening at once. Hold on. Pokemon. What?
Don't worry. I think we're about to come up to the next boss. Yeah, we are. Okay, so this boss will occasionally go across the platform and start dropping big puddles of lava. They won't go away. Don't step in them.
Will they be visually seeable?
Yeah, there'll be big red puddles of lava. It will also sometimes start chasing you. If I say run, just start running away.
Anywhere particular?
Just away.
Wow.
Alright, ready?
If I say no, does that count?
Huh. Alright, let's do this shiz. Oh, I forgot that carries on. Okay, it's gonna start dropping lava, so go to the side like I am. Oh, I think they changed that. Oh no, bunch of people. Okay, it looks like it's chasing you. Start running. And it's going down the middle again.
We're about to do my moves.
Sweet then. Run.
Oh, I knew my move was coming.
No, don't walk into that. It's gonna lava again.
I'm gonna keep firing at it.
Yeah, you focus on the boss. I'll take care of this thing. Oh, no, that's not good. Run. Nice. Well done. Oh. Okay, it's going to be dropping random bombs here, so just be careful.
Alright.
Watch out, there's a bomb coming for you. Cool. I walked back into that a bit too early. Just wait here. Okay, there we go. There's a treasure chest on the side there if you want to open it.
Take these guys out first.
Oh, bomb. Yeah. Watch out, bomb. One more.
Says I already
second.
possessed
Go.
one of these. So I can't greet it. I'm saving my ability right now.
Bomb. Yeah, good, because we are about to come up to the boss.
I have 2 lots of it ready.
Alright, so my... Oh, cutscene.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet? Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
So yeah, the dead dragon, not so dead. Now, this boss is a bit tricky. It will do attacks that cover a lot of the platform, so you kind of got to be ready to run either to the side or to the middle, or to the front or to the back. I'll try and yell out as best as I can. At one point it will also summon 2 smaller dragons to fight. When it does that, attack those first.
Alright, small dragons first.
Yeah. Alright, you ready?
Mapping the realm. Alright, I'm gonna use my abilities immediately almost, alright? You ready? Or wait until he's done his move here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was well timed.
I know what I was doing.
Okay. This is different.
Alright, little dragons, I'm attacking them, right? No, I can't touch them.
They are attackable. Okay, keep attacking the main guy. Just stay away from them.
Oh!
They must have changed it. Okay, come into the middle where I am. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, they've changed it. This used to be different. Oh, here we go. Smaller dragons. That big one is still going to attack. Oh, stay out of the middle.
Oh shit, there's nowhere to hide.
Okay, now go in. Alright, 1 dragon down, 1 to go.
Not anymore.
Alright, back to the main boy. Ooh, that hit like a tank. Didn't like that. Oh shit. Stay on top of me. Okay, cool.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
You didn't tell me I was going to do that.
I did not know.
Excuses.
I'll see if I can finish it off, but... Oh, hell. Of course, now it does the tank buster. Okay.
Yeah, I can't get in there. I can't do anything.
No. It will be like that until either I die or the battle's over. I think I have to go all the way to the back.
I thought you said my character could heal. I couldn't find my fucking heal.
I told you your character can heal at a higher level. It can't do it yet.
Well, I got it down pretty low, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, hell. Okay. That was lucky.
Yay, yay, he's a man. He can do it. No one can. Grizzly. About to have those dragons again, this I think.
Huh? Nearly dead. There we go. Oh. Nice.
Is it nice? You sure?
Pretty sure. Oh, I actually need those.
So, need it.
I'm gonna...
I don't care. Anything you need it.
By her gifts hast thou earned
Waste.
a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen. Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of red.
Who's that Pokemon?
I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
The timing of that. Ooh. Am I more magical now?
Nope.
And what did he do to me? I think I need to fix my gloves. I don't think I used to have gloves. I think I had rings or something.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more. The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait.
He's binded to me?
Fight and struggle.
Yep, he's very into bondage.
Be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which song heraldeth our beginning and an end.
A little confused.
So basically, our characters had a thing called the Blessing of Light, which meant that we couldn't be controlled. Like, we're immune to mind control. He just took that away to see how we do without it.
And what's with the bondage?
Kind of like he's basically like, I'm gonna come along and see how you do. So we can now summon a mini dragon as a minion.
I have a piggy. I have a unicorn.
Did you speak to the guy?
Yep.
Right, let's go back to the Rising Stones. So that was the last dungeon of this expansion.
So how much more until the expansion next chapter move on?
We've still got a tiny bit more to go, but I reckon we'd be able to do it in another session. This session, I mean, we would have been able to get quite a bit further, but unfortunately, computer issues and also issues with not being able to get into the dungeon.
We're coming up in 3 hours.
Slowed us down a bit. Yeah. I was going to suggest ending here once we've finished this little bit.
I mean, cutscene, is it talking?
Oh. Yeah, it's a talking one.
No, it's not.
I think.
Well, they're not talking.
I take it back. Okay, yeah, no, skip it.
The next one, maybe? I don't know.
Now that everything's
This one is.
down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian soul, or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the great river of ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
Who's that Pokémon?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangrid and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white aurosite.
Thank you, Urianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
That was a bit long-winded.
Yes, it was. And I think they're all done.
Alfie. Yeah, skip that cutscene. Alright. I just checked we're I think this quest and one other quest away from unlocking the next boss fight. We can unlock it and then call it a day.
Yeah, whatever. He's cute.
I think you can skip this.
I need to fix up my gloves.
Alright.
And C, I know, and then I got to do something, but I can't remember what. Glamour plate. And then... I don't know what one it is. That one? No, that wasn't it. $14?
Yeah, I think it was 14. Yeah, that looks about right. The gloves have been glamoured to look like rings now.
Yep. That's better. Now I look more slutty.
Alright, now we've got to talk to someone over here.
He's back. See, they're fisting everyone. Fist, fist. Got a fist, yeah. Hand over. Fist. More fisting. Fist, fist, fist.
I'm just gonna skip this. It's not super relevant. Alright.
Hey, Pipsqueak.
This way.
Mama na na na, mama na na na, mama na 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 na.
Alright. Next one is just up here.
very quiet.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm just a little worn out. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, once we've unlocked the next boss, might call it.
Yep.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Oops, I accidentally hit escape. But
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
He sensed...
Who's that Pokemon?
Hanassian,
I
are
see
they onto
him.
us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath.
oh my god, he just made me... He sounded like Riff Raff.
Let me direct my words to one who understands them.
He does sound a lot like Riff Raff.
We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must
Oh,
have seen
bugger.
I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
And
What
then
did that
we will
bastard want
return
with
to
us?
transsexual Transylvania.
Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Yes, we do. Oh dear, we're under attack. Nice. Alright, hit the return button. And then we have to dash in and save the day. Dashingly.
I have a play button here. When I click it, it says go to someone's work. Go to Sid's workshop.
Yeah, so that's an area inside that he guards.
Blah blah blah.
You'll want to watch this cutscene.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
She didn't learn from the first time, did she?
Nope.
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Chrysalis.
I'm guessing that's the start of the new...
That's the next boss fight.
Is it solo? Solo? What's the go?
Unfortunately, I don't think it's one that I can solo. It's a bit tricky.
Okay.
Do you want to give it a go now?
You tell me. I think save it for next time when we're a bit fresher. Alright, so I'm gonna exit the... Leave solar?
Yeah.
I'm guessing when I come back here it'll still be there, right?
Yeah, but we don't need to come back to enter it.
Yes, we do.
Alright, we'll come back to enter it. Have a seat. What are you doing?
I'm petting you. Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Oh wow, it even has a little film that pops out. That's cute.
Alright. Okay, guys, we're going to call it quits here. Thank you so much for chilling with me today. Lots of love from Australia. We'll probably play some more probably next weekend if I still have access to it. I don't know where to see that information. So thank you so much for chilling with me. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. We've been playing this for Crispy. Crispy loves this game, and so I like to join in, and you know, he does games for me every now and then. Rare, but he does it. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next stream. And as I always say, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Say hello to Timon for me. She's amazing. She had you, and I think you're adorable. Keep safe, everyone, and have an amazing week ahead. Bye.
I've been losing sleep. What to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We can't go and moving on. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it. Let's get it.